Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Popular Helsha Beach businessman missing, desperate search launched. The family of a popular business owner in Helsha, St. Catherine, were up to late Saturday still carrying out a desperate search to locate their loved one after he reportedly went missing on Friday. Reports are that 71-year-old Nehemiah Thompson went on one of his regular trips up to the hilly sections of Helsha Heights to collect firewood and has since failed to return. We start to get worried when we realize that up to 6 p.m. on Friday, he was still not home, said Omar Douglas, the son-in-law of Thompson. The daughter of the business operator said since that time, she has joined with several other family and friends to launch a search to locate Thompson, but after several hours of going through thick vegetation and searching areas where he is known to frequent, they have returned empty-handed. Family members say they have reported the matter to the police, but they are a bit disappointed that law enforcers have not given them more support in their search. Late Saturday, Douglas said after the search he was left worried. "When I sit and think that hours have passed and he may not have eaten anything, just makes me feel worried," said the distraught relative. The family members have vowed to continue the search on Sunday and are still clinging onto the hope that the business operator will be found and reunited with his family. Fraser Price matches world's fastest 100-meter of 2022. World 100-meter champion Shelly Fraser Price delighted the fans at the Wonder Diamond League meeting in Paris on Saturday with a 10.67 seconds victory to equal her world leading time. She was challenged at stateality as she matched her time at the Cape Kena Classic in Kenya last month. She also beat Jamaican countrywoman and two-time reigning Olympic champion Elaine Thompson-Hero's meet record of 10.72 set last year. The time is only 7/100ths of the personal best she ran last year to put herself third on the all-time list. Fraser Price, the 2008 and 2012 Olympic 100-meter champion, is the only woman to ever break 10.70 seconds before July 1 in any year, as is now the big favorite to win the gold medal at the next month's World Championships in Eugene, Oregon, United States. Great Britain's Darlene Neito produced a season-best time to finish second behind the third-time Olympic gold medalist. Maria Hothe of the Ivory Coast, who missed a 100-meter medal by one place in Tokyo, finished third in 11.01 seconds, also a season's best. Thompson-Hero is second in the world way back at 10.79 at the Eugene track that will stage the World Athletics Championships Oregon 2022. Fraser Price and Thompson-Hero could go head-to-head in the 100-meter and 200-meter at the Jamaican Championships next week, though the 35-year-old Fraser Price has a bye into the World Championships 100-meter as defending champion. Fraser Price was no match last year to Thompson-Hero, including a 100-meter silver at the Olympics. The 29-year-old Thompson-Hero has been challenged by injuries this season and has yet to race against Fraser Price in 2022. "I came out here feeling really good and I like to run in the heat," said Fraser Price, who was jumping for joy after the aftermath of a performance that boasts her prospects of a successful world title defense at the World Athletics Championships Oregon 2022. "I am still training hard, so I am now looking forward to the national championships," and then afterwards she added, "The plan and the aim is to make sure that I am able to run 10.60 sustainable." At the last World Championship in 2019, Fraser Price became the oldest woman to win an Olympic or World 100-meter title. She will go for a 10th World Championship gold medal in Eugene, Oregon. District constables recognized for quality service. Commissioner of Police Anthony Anderson is expressing gratitude to members of his police force for exemplary service in their country. In bringing greetings at the 42nd anniversary church service of the United District Constables Association, UDCE, at the Northern Caribbean University on Saturday, Anthony told district constables in particular that he was grateful for their commitment as they put themselves in harm's way every day, not just for their families, but for people you don't know. According to a release, district constables who have done remarkably well on their role were highlighted. A tribute was also done in honor of fallen members. The United District Constable Association was formed in 1899. President of the United District Constables Association, Damon Price, said at inception, district constables were concerned with patrols and normally reside in the communities where their duties were being performed. He then went on to explain how the auxiliary has evolved. This has changed considerably, and district constables are now working in almost every section of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, he noted. The theme of this year's service, demonstrating a shared vision, the Commissioner of Police, head of the Police Federation, Corporal Roy James, and other JCF and NCU officials were in attendance. Saturday marks the beginning of week-long activities being held in honor of the invaluable services provided by the district constables in Jamaica. Courts can do better with case clearance, says Chief Justice. Chief Justice had made it clear that although Jamaica's courts have exceeded the international standards for case clearance, the courts still have room for improvements. Chief Justice was speaking at a National Judiciary Education Symposium on Thursday at the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court. Some of them judges are traveling up to 4-5 hours per day, getting to and from court, and with all of this, they have been able to deliver justice to the international standards. And I say international standard because the international standard for case clearance is 90 to 110%, and every single parish court, all 13 parish courts exceeded the international standard. That is in the face of really difficult conditions, the Chief Justice stated. He added that the judges would not have been able to do this had they not had the full support of the justice sector. Even with that, I think we could have done better for this standpoint. Our statistician tells us that on the criminal side, 17% of the cases were being adjourned because of the files of incompletion. So, we have still too many cases being adjourned coming into court, and they are not complete, so they aren't moved on to the next stage, he explained. The Chief Justice further stated that the courts have too many adjournments dealing with disclosure for cases to go to trial. Roughly 12% deals with the question of disclosure, and it's time now for the question and disclosure to be solved comprehensively. It can be done. The technology is available. What really needed is to really think it through, the Chief Justice said. Expounding on the use of technology to improve the court's efficiency, the Chief Justice stated that cloud storage should be considered. It's simply a matter now to making the files available electronically to the attorneys or whoever needs to access the file, and you control the levels of access by the appropriate use of technology, he said. The issue of photocopying documents for attorneys and defendants were also highlighted by Chief Justice, who confirmed that the photocopy bill is too high. This question of photocopying really has to come to an end. There's too much use of paper, toner and ink, and with technologically, it really isn't necessary anymore. We'll be pushing in that direction to have better utilization of our resources because we shouldn't be spending significant sums of money on photocopy machines and repairing photocopy machines, he argued. The Chief Justice noted that if this issue is solved, the 17% and 12% for adjournment due date to incomplete files and disclosure respectively would be moving through the system faster, resulting in improvement in the court's clearance rate. Reiterating that it is Jamaica's vision to be best in the Caribbean in 3 years and one of the best globally in 6 years in accordance with its core values, Chief Justice declared that the system will improve not only with technology but with what he called differentiated case management. It's an integral part of our internal process to improve efficiency. Essentially, what differentiated case management is about is allocating appropriate resources to the particular case, that is to say, treating the cases on merit. So, a holding case would involve one complainant, a police officer, and one defendant. We have established time standards that this case should be getting through the court in roughly 4 months. There is really no need for a case like that to be in the courts 8, 9, or 10 months, he stated. Jamaican dollar continues to strengthen against U.S. counterparts. The Jamaica dollar gained $1 in the trading week against its U.S. counterpart in a month marked by the strengthening of the local currency. The local currency closed trading on Friday at $152.71 to US $1 and started the trading week with $153.70, according to the Bank of Jamaica's trading summary. Since the start of the month, the dollar strengthened by $2.18 against the US dollar when it closed trading at $154.89 on June 1. During this week, the Canadian dollar closed trading at $117.56 on Friday and $120.89 on Monday. The British pound closed Friday at $185.82 and started the week with $188.46. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.